You? Is anybody?
There's Molly, folks. That means your friends, the Goldbergs, are here. Brought to you by Does, the new kind of soap for everything in your wash. First, let's drop in on the Dozen family. Oh, there's Ma and Pa Dozen in the kitchen having a snack before bedtime. Ma's upset.
Pa, Dozen, your language is getting frightful.
What do you mean, Ma?
Why, right in front of the minister's wife, you said, Does is a gol darn good soap.
Well, ain't it?
Couldn't you just say Does is a new kind of soap, or that it's wonderful?
Well, Ma, maybe I don't express it right, but I let folks know does everything in our wash, don't I?
But, Pa, when I told the minister's wife does work shirts, towels, pretty rayons, just everything, what did you say?
I said, cut me down and call me Shorty if it don't.
That's shocking, Pa. And when I was telling her Does gets work shirts clean without any hard scrubbing, and that I didn't even need a bar soap anymore, what did you say?
I just said does gets dirt out all by itself. You can put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Imagine, to the minister's wife.
Dickie says it.
Oh, Pa. And when I told her Does gets towels dazzling white.
I said does is famous for whiteness, by Jingo Johnny.
And worst of all, Pa, was when I mentioned how Does is safer for the pretty rayon she washes. You said, yes, Does gives longer life to the colors in your undies. She blushed, Pa.
It's true, Ma. Does it, yet you can't beat it for getting grimy clothes clean.
I know, Pa.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ma. Believe me, from now on, I'm just going to say does everything, without one gol-darn slang word, by Jingo Johnny.
Oh, Pa.
Well, Pa Dozen may not say it to suit Ma, but he knows that Does is the only leading granulated wash day soap that gives longer life to colors, plus unsurpassed whiteness and real cleaning power for the tough dirt. Does, D-U-Z, does everything in your wash. And now the Goldbergs. Well, a crossed purpose has tangled all Rosie's suspicions into a knot and defeated them. In her attempt to find some facts implicating her sister-in-law, Grace, and another man, George, Rosie played an old and rather silly game. She tried to make Grace jealous of her with George. George's advice to Rosie that she keep her college money and not give it to Grace has convinced Rosie that there is nothing between Grace and George, when in fact we know there is. And for the first time in all the long struggle of false attitudes and general hypocrisy which Rosie tries to unveil, it looks as if Grace is headed for success. Listen.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning, Rosalie. What are you looking?
A needle.
A needle? In the fruit bowl I saw a needle, also a spool of cotton.
Oh, hi.
What do you need a needle?
The button off my jacket.
Oh, give me. Come hither. Give me. Let me sew you.
Here, Ma.
Rosalie, I didn't slept. All night, not an eyelash. Rosalie, kiss me, Mom, and you love me more than my life.
Did Papa tell you?
Yes. The orange juice is standing down. Spill yourself.
And what else did Papa say, Ma?
He said,
Hi, Molly.
You have a headache, Jake. You said you wanted to sleep yet, darling, so sleep.
Wake me in 20 minutes.
20 minutes? I will, darling, I will.
You gave Papa your check, huh, Rosalie?
Yes, Ma.
And you and Uncle David all
I
the
had to
time.
have somebody to talk to, Ma.
And to me, you couldn't
Well,
talk.
I wasn't sure. I just thought that Grace and George knew each other too well and that they pieced a story together. But I was all wrong, and I'm sorry.
I see. Give me some more cotton. And you wanted to make Grace jealous, so you made believe you loved George.
George had told you to give my money to Grace, then...
That's what you was waiting to hear, huh? Rosalie, why do you think George said you should keep your money?
If I loved him, well...
Rosalie, tell me slowly and completely, why you were so suspicious of Grace and George.
It's all over now, Ma. I know I was wrong about everything, and I want to forget it. I want Grace to forget it. I wanted to have my money.
Nevertheless, darling, I want to hear step by step.
You're holding the needle upside down, Ma.
Oh, it's all right. First, tell me what.
But, Ma, it's all over. I'm convinced I was wrong.
Let me be convinced also before Papa gives Grace your money. Let me also be convinced.
But, Ma...
Yes, I have to be convinced, Rosalie.
Ma.
Slowly, step by step.
You know, Ma, it was all a coincidence.
I want to hear the coincidences. I want to hear the coincidences all over. First, the coincidence was Grace's letter came and George's letter came from the same town on the same day.
But
it was Jenny, no? Jenny that said George was on the same train when Grace arrived and he got off a station before.
But, Ma...
He got off a station before because he knew we were at the station. But wait, Rosalie, Mom and you, I have to put 2 and 2 together.
Well, it just...
How long was Grace here before she told me about her sister being in so much trouble and she needed money? How would a girl...
Mama, darling...
Wait, Mama, you wait, because the shadows are falling from mine eyes. Oh, the shadows are falling from mine eyes one by one. Where was I, and where was mine head? Would mine Sammy, not even send them?
He couldn't, Ma. He was shipped away.
Maybe, Rosalie, maybe George is Grace's brother. Maybe Rosalie something like...
What time is it?
Sleep, mine angel. Sleep, mine darling. Sleep, it's very early. I want you to relax and I want you to sleep, my dear.
How early?
It's very early. It's not time yet, darling. Sleep if you got a chance, my darling. Sleep, because you were so perturbed all night, darling. Sleep, angel. Sleep. Quiet and you wake Grace up.
I'm up, Mother.
But?
Grace is up. I'm getting up also.
Oh, very well. Rosalie.
Did my other shoes come back from the shoemaker?
What, darling? I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Did my other shoes come back from the shoemaker?
Yes, you have a new soul.
Thank you. Wasn't I supposed to be healed?
You didn't say. Rosalie, come, darling. Come outside. I have to talk without interruption.
Mama, darling, let's forget it, please.
Not until we hear from Sammy. My mind is settled, Rosalie. Your check remains as is until we'll hear from Sammy.
Mama, darling, I think you're being very...
Shut. Let me be silly. Let me be silly and let me be wise.
All right.
Marty, he gave me a new soul, but he didn't polish me. How is it he didn't polish my shoes?
Good morning. Where is everybody? Mother,
Marty,
you want something, Dad?
where's Mrs. Goldberg? Where's Mother?
She's not here.
So where is she?
Oh, I see her. She's walking up the road with Rosie.
What?
She's walking up the road with Rosie.
Cola, Grace. Please tell her I'm waiting for my breakfast.
Oh, I'll fix you your breakfast.
Thank you.
What would you like?
Anything you like. Anything you make.
Eggs?
Why not?
How would you like them?
The way you like them, I like them.
Fried? Do you like them fried?
Anyway,
Coffee or milk?
Coco.
Oh, I'll put it all right up for you, darling. Da-da-dee, da-da-da, dee-dee, da.
George is right. We've got to get out of here, and we've got to get out fast. I can't stand this anymore. This mother dear, father dear. I'd like to put something in these eggs that'd make them hand the check over right away. Oh, there's a piece of shell in it. I'll let it stay in. It won't kill him. I'm not his cook. We've got to get that money and get it before they do hear from Sammy. I hope George is all over being sentimental about the baby. This strain's getting me down. Oh, here comes dear old Dad.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You fried me.
Is that all right?
Perfect. Thank you. Well, Grace, darling, I suppose you heard, huh?
About Rosie?
Yes. Poor child. Well, I'm glad she's convinced at last, and all is well with the world. Butter, Grace?
Here, Dad.
Butter me, yes, dear?
Uncle David knew.
Yes, Uncle David and Rosie. They hatched up a story.
Oh, I can't blame Rosie. It's all the money she ever had, and it's a lot of money. And she was afraid of losing it. And, well, fear makes people suspicious. It wasn't what I did, but what Rosie was afraid of that made her act that way.
Well, I'm glad none of these things made the slightest impression on me. When you're a judge of human nature...
Thank you, Dad.
Wait. You have nothing to thank me yet for.
Oh, yes, I have.
Wait. Where did I put it?
What are you looking for, Dad?
Here, Grace. Take it. It's yours.
Are you sure you want me to have it?
If it's going to make you happy, I want you to have it. Crying? What is there to cry for, my child?
So happy.
Grace? You're crying? Why are you crying?
I gave her Rosie's check, and she's crying from happiness.
Molly's change of heart is coming a little too late. For the one single thing that Grace needs has come to pass. The check is in her hands. And from now on, flight, disappearance, her exit from the Goldberg life is next on the agenda. You know, the time you spend with your friends on this program goes quickly, doesn't it? Yes, sometimes a friendly visit makes you lose all track of time. Take what happened to Unky Does'em. He said...
Yeah, I was visiting that pretty widow yesterday, and I got so interested telling her about does for dishes that before I knew it, I'd dozed all her supper dishes.
Well, does is a fascinating subject. Because besides doing everything in the wash, does has everything for dishes, too. This new kind of soap makes suds that stand up till the last dish is done. Cuts grease like 60, yet it's kinder to hands. Yes, those Does suds really stand up. You don't have to keep adding soap. And Does cuts tough grease in less than half a minute. Yet it treats hands better than any other leading granulated wash day soap. Tried Does? It has everything for dishes. And remember, during wartime, don't waste Does. All soaps contain vital war materials. So measure Does carefully into your dishpan. See to it every bit of Does you use does more. Be sure to listen to the next episode of The Goldbergs, written for you by Gertrude Berg. Molly tries to get her teeth into her new ideas of grace. This is Clayton Collier speaking and reminding you to do as the Dozems do. Let Does, the new kind of soap, do everything in your wash.